In this lesson, we're going to take a look at how we can use lookup functions to perform a two-way lookup or a lookup with multiple criteria. Now you can see here that we have a table. We have some months running across the top, so January to December, and then we have some travel companies listed in column B. And then in the middle here, we have all of the revenue generated for each month by each of these travel companies. Now what we want to do in the little table above is we want to be able to select a month from a drop-down list, select a company from the drop-down list, and have it pick out of this table the sales value. For example, if I select the month of January and the company Footsteps, I want it to return this value just here. Now this requires us to do a two-way lookup because we have two pieces of criteria that we're looking up in order to find the result. We need to look up the month and then we need to look up the company. Now I will say that you can do this using index and match or XLOOKUP. So whichever you prefer, you should use. Now I'm going to use XLOOKUP in this particular example because I just find it a little bit easier. Now before we do any of that, we need to set up our data validation drop-down lists, and we need one for month and one for company. So let's jump up to the data tab into data validation. We need a list. And the source for our list is going to be this selection just here. So basically all of the months. Let's click on OK. And there we go. There we have our little list. Let's do the same for the company. So we're going to go into data validation. We want to create a list. And the source this time is going to be the company names. Let's click on OK. And now we can select them from here. So now we need to use these two cells in order to build up our lookup with multiple criteria. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to use XLOOKUP. So let's type it in. Now, lookup value. We effectively have two lookup values. So we're going to go for the first one first. So let's go for this one. We're going to look up the month, comma, lookup array. Where are we going to find the month? Well, we're going to find the month in this array just here, C8 to N8, comma. The next argument is return array. Now, instead of selecting our return array, we're going to go straight into another XLOOKUP. And this is where we're going to define our second piece of criteria. So our lookup value is going to be the company, comma. Where are we going to find it? Where is our lookup array? Well, we're going to find it in this range of cells, comma. Now we can define our return array. Now our return array is basically where are we going to find our answer? Now our answer could be anywhere in this table depending on the month and the company that we've selected. So we need to select all of the values in the table as our return array. Now those are our mandatory arguments. Of course, you could go through the rest of them and specify if not found text, the match mode and the search mode. We're not going to do that. We're going to stick with the three mandatory arguments. Let's close off our first XLOOKUP, close off our second, hit enter, and we get a result. So let's check to see if this is correct. We're going to go across to May and Footsteps. So let me just highlight this so you can see it a bit easier, 32,868. And if you check out the result that we've got, if I put comma formatting in here, you can see that yes, that is exactly the same. What about if we change these drop downs? Let's go for August and let's go for Go Explore. So this time we're looking in the top row at the August value, which is this one just here, 28,916, and that's exactly what we have in cell D5. So this is working perfectly. Now let's take a look at what this would look like if we were using index and match. So we're going to type in index. Now our array is where we're going to find our answer. So our answer could be anywhere in here, comma. Now we want the row number. Now notice here for index we have two arguments, row number and column num. Now most of the time we're only ever using the row number column, but when we're doing a lookup with multiple criteria we actually utilize both the row number argument and the column number argument. So the row number argument, we're going to be doing a match. Our lookup value is going to be the company because the company is in the rows and we're doing the row number argument, comma. Where are we going to find it? Well, we're going to find it just here, comma. Match type, we want to do an exact match. Close it off, comma. Now we're into our column number argument. So this is where we can go straight into another match. This time our lookup value is the month. Where are we going to look it up? Well, we're going to look it up in this range just here, and we want to do an exact match of the month. Let's close off match, close off index, hit enter, and let's see what we get. So August, go explore. Again, we're at the top here, and if I highlight the value, you can see that it matches. What about if we change these? Let's go for May, and we're going to go for Flight Shop just here. So Flight Shop is the bottom one. May, there is the total, and you can see that it's working. So this is a little bit more of a complex formula, but when you break it down, it's actually pretty easy. The first range that we're selecting here is the range of cells that contains our answer, so all of the numbers. And then we're just doing a match for the row number and a match for the column number. So that's how you can perform a lookup with multiple criteria using both XLOOKUP and INDEX MATCH.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.